Hello friends, now we are studying observation based on distance relay. So we have studied all three kind of relay, that is reactance relay, impedance relay and Moore relay. So now we are going to see the application of these relays. So reactance relay is used for protection of short transmission line or where earth fault protection has been used. So this is where reactance relay has been applied. Now impedance relay is used for transmission line, basically medium transmission line. And the third one is Moore relay. Moore relay is used for long transmission line or where power swings occur. So now question comes in our mind that why reactance relay is used for short transmission line or where the earth fault occurs. Or second question we have, why Moore relay is used for long transmission line or where power swing occur. So we are going to see these two things one by one. So the first observation is why reactance relay is used for short transmission line. So our answer is, let us assume we have one transmission line and the relay R that has jet set is equal to 5 plus J12. So now what will happen, this magnitude is 13. So what will happen if any kind of fault occur, this reach of the relay, let us assume the impedance seen from here, it will be 4.5 plus J11. In this condition, what will happen? This relay will operate or not? So our answer is Z seen is less than Z set. So yes, our relay will operate. Our relay will operate. But let us assume in this condition, ZF is equal to 0. But what happens if ZF is not equal to 0? So we are going to see the case when ZF is not equal to 0. So I am making a different diagram. So to make better understanding. So this is same to same. This is our reach of the relay. Reach of the relay. And this is relay R and this is the point. Now this time this ZF is, we know that fault impedance has basically resistance. So ZF is equal to, let us assume 3 plus J point 0.0, and this impedance from here to here is 4.5 plus J into 11. So now this time the question comes in our mind that this time the relay will operate or not. So simply our answer should be, this is the under the reach of the relay, so it should have operate. But we will see actually what is happening when we will see the jet scene. When you can see clearly that jet scene will be 4.5 plus 3 resistive part, so it will become 7.5 plus J into 11. So if you will see this, so jet scene will be equal to nearby 13.31. So this time jet scene is greater than jet set. So basically what is happening, jet scene is greater than jet set, so relay will not operate. Here this point is relay will not operate. Relay will not operate. We can see that this is under the reach of the relay. This should be working, but it is not operating in actual. So this is the malfunctioning of relay just because of this fault resistance. So what will we do basically? This is basically we are using the impedance relay. So in case of short transmission line, what we will do, we will neglect the condition of this resistance. Means we will take the criteria of X is greater than less than X set. So relay will operate when X seen is less than X set. So the relay will operate. So now we can verify in diagram number 2. If the criteria would be X seen less than X set. So if we still the ZF is equal to 3 plus J0 fault resistance, but still when we'll see 11 is still less than 13. Means X seen is less than X seed. So in the second diagram we can see clearly that if we will using impedance diagram here, then this will be malfunctioning. But when we replace this with reactance relay, then the relay will operate when it will be under the reach. And it will not operate when it will outside the reach of the relay. So this is the first observation why we are using reactance relay instead of impedance relay. I hope you understand. Now we are going to see the second observation, that is why we used Moore relay in case of long transmission line or the power swing occur. One point is left in this observation number one, that is this relay will this impedance will be replaced by reactance relay, and same thing will happen when where earth fault happens. Basically, to avoid the impedance of earth fault, we use reactance relay, so that if the fault have any kind of impedance, so this will not affect the accurate functioning of the relay. So that is why we have said that in case of short transmission line or where earth fault, basically where earth fault occurs, there we will use the reactance relay. Now proceeding to observation number 2. Observation number 2 is, let us see guys, first we will see the phenomena of power swing. What is basically power swing? So basically what is power swing? To understand basically what is power swing, let us see, this is the x-axis is called as P and the y-axis is called as Q. So let us take one load bus in which lots of loads has been connected. So let us assume one is inductive, one is capacitive, and also overall combination was inductive. When we will add total power, so that will be inductive nature. Means if we will represent inductive means P plus jq. I have already told you that Q is positive for lagging power factor. So this will be in first quadrant. So this is 0.1 number. What will happen when we add a capacitive load, a very high value of capacitive load? So this might become P1 minus J into Q1, load changes, and this might go P1 minus J Q1. Means this first location will move to the fourth quadrant. Means it will move to the fourth quadrant at location number 2, and when we remove this capacitive load, since it will bring back to position number 1. So this is what happening, the power is changing, means power is transferring from one quadrant to another quadrant. So this is called as power swing. So see guys, when we are using to protect the power swing, we are taking impedance relay, then what will happen? So guys, see clearly. So I am taking the example, let us assume we are taking impedance relay. Impedance relay means we will be having the circular motion. Circular means this will be our operating zone and this will be non-operating zone. Okay, so this is X and this is R. You can say this is P, or you can say this is Q. So simply when this point is I think 3.1 plus J 4.3.1 plus J 4.01. If you will see this, let us assume Z set is equal to 5 ohm. Z set is equal to 5 ohm, and if you will see this point, and this point is Z set now is this 3.1 plus J 4.1. It is just outside this circle, though the relay will not operate. Relay will not operate because it is outside the not operate because it is outside the circle. So now what we will do, so this is the case. Let us assume we have one capacitive load of uh, 1.1 minus J 6.01 has been added. So what will happen, the total load will be total load S is equal to basically 3.1 plus 1.1, basically 4.2, and this will become minus 6.2 minus 2.01. So basically if there is a load, there is an industrial load and the loads are changing, so here we have our relay, and if after changing the load, this relay become power become 4.2 minus 2.01, the overall power at this bus. So what will happen, this relay will see 4.2 minus 2.01, so it will compare and it will see that this will come here, from here this will come to this operating zone. So at this time the relay will operate. But what do you think, if you have any industry and some person is changing the load, it has the capacity load, and just because of this person the whole other load need to be disturbed, because this relay will operate and the whole power supply will be cut. So this should not be. So that is why we use the Moho relay. What will happen in the Moho relay, in case of Moho relay, the more area will be diverted intentionally to first quadrant. So let us assume we have any point that is outside this circle. What does it mean? It means relay will not operate because it is in non-operating zone. So if this time the load will change, so this will move to like this point, but still you can see this is in non-operating zone, so the relay will not operate. So now what we can see here is, now if any other person is, any other industrialist is changing load in terms of capacitive, so what is happening exactly, power swing is happening, and just because of load changing this relay should not operate, so this impedance relay should be converted into this Moho relay. So this is why we use Moho relay in case of power swing. And basically why in case of large transmission line, so whenever you will deal with the large transmission line, the power swing will be more, so to handle the power swing we use Moho relay instead of impedance relay. And we also see that this Moho relay is directional in nature. So wherever the load will have occur and wherever the parallel line or ring mains will be applied, at that point we will apply the Moho relay. So this is all about this observation of distance protection. Thank you.